plan?
No.
You know what? Hold that thought. Hold that thought real quick. Welcome everyone to the stream. I muted you guys. Transitioning. Okay. I'd like to welcome everyone to the stream. We have most of the party here. 30 seconds. Okay.
We're still missing Jonathan, though. Put enough in chat for our mans.
F's.
Oh. Yeah. So basically, the plan is we're going to include C4 zombies, and the commander helped me with this one. I spoke with him, and he offered me advice. He told me that a briefcase bomb is always the best method. And so we agreed upon C4 filled zombies, except the C4 is stuck inside of a lead lined briefcase inside of their chest cavity. Followed by various munitions and various spells, depending on what we want to throw at them. The politicians have a minimum defense of deflector shields. I've been doing footwork so far, and that's what I found out. They have at least deflector shields, which of course is fucking annoying.
So what you're saying is we need an EMP.
Yeah, that's my suggestion as well.
Good thing I have those on hand.
Wonderful. We can get C4 and EMP zombies then.
But the EMP grenades require you to be very close.
That's why we're stuffing them inside of people.
Like 10 feet really close.
They can be at the front of the crowd. Then the shot from someone imploding will cause the guard's sight to be drawn to the crowd. Then bombs start going off, causing their sight to be even more drawn to the crowd. This gives an opportunity for,
yours truly.
Yep. And of course, for long-range munitions to be used from Gone and the such. Does this plan sound of your taste, Gone?
I like it.
Don't just
Yes, I think I have enough lead to do this. Don't worry about it.
Wonderful. Yeah. It won't take much. It's like we only need a few zombies to get up there because high explosive is pretty deadly. Let's be honest. And they're there to disorient.
You know, I had a bigger thought. What if we just used a gas bomb? Deflector shields won't stop gas.
No, but one of them is transhumanist, and that won't work on him. Because for all we know, his lungs are fucking made of metal.
Sulfuric.
Mustard gas might work, but that still doesn't really affect metal all that much, and sulfuric acid isn't fast
think
acting.
of the civilian casualties.
We aren't worried about those. We're already
That's
putting
part of the mission parameters.
We're already putting
So wait a
C4s
minute.
in the middle of the crowd.
You made your decision on who you're killing based on what's best for the city, and then don't give a damn about what you do to the city.
We don't give a shit about the civilians in support of these people, and it's not like the
We
crowd.
give a shit about the laws, not the people.
I like how you just complained about this when last session they were like, "Hey, you could just gun down everybody in that crowd, right?"
The civilian casualties have never been part of it. That's never been a concern.
Well, that'd be a mild concern for me as unneeded.
You will have no part in the loss of civilian life, and so
Fair
you
enough.
will not have to feel bad about it.
Politically speaking, though, this could probably hurt the other politicians.
It's the transhumanist one, the gangs don't like.
Yeah, he's the one for the progressive party, I believe.
Yeah, okay,
For
so
more police.
the transhumanist one is the one we're going to have trouble with, because he's the cyborg. And so I've
How
decided,
EMP resistant is he?
from what we know, it's military grade tech.
Either 100% or 0. There's no in between.
So what you're saying is, if we hook him up with enough live wires, he'll die horribly.
I think what we need to do is recruit the gangs.
Yes. Tribal tactics.
It's not.
Apes together strong.
Tribal tactics.
Comes over. Here's a frag. Here's a frag. Here's a frag. Everybody get your
Yeah.
frags.
So we have.
Sitting there with a crate of frag grenades.
So we have two factions for the gangs, and that's the Elephants and the Yellow Fever. The Elephants are likely associated with the Thieves Guild, so we like them because we like the Thieves Guild.
Why not negotiate a temporary ceasefire between them so they can both take out the fucking progressive?
We could attempt this. I was going to rely purely on the Elephants because that is reliable, but
Fair enough.
We should at least try to get them to work together for a temporary bit of time.
And hey,
Yeah.
it's something that they both benefit from.
I'm so happy.
we also the entire time will be under the guise of or whoever's talking will be under the guise of being part of the Conservative Party. Ask them to do this. Now this is going to be me and my job. We are going to want somebody to record the happenings from far away to then submit to the
I got
police.
that.
To
Don't
say
you
the Conservative
fucking worry, man. There'll be tons of recordings from every angle. Believe me.
If
To
we're gonna
submit
if we're
to
gonna
the
make
police.
if we're gonna make people attack other people like I suggested, can we call this Operation Jungle Fever? You know, please.
Step 1, set off nuke in Times Square. Step 2, profit.
Step
Step
1,
2,
nuke your whole
unknown.
planet.
Step
Step
3,
2,
profit.
that told the Global Peace Confederation what for.
You know, we could always just like encase him in one area by setting the forest around him in fire.
Forest? This is in the middle of the city.
This is in case you didn't understand. I mean, a ring of napalm. So
It
you
lands
can
in
never escape.
Gone proceeds to buy several thousand units of biofuel and a massive ass fucking tanker starts dumping cubes into it. There we go. I like 3 cubes of plastic with my gasoline.
Wouldn't styrofoam be better?
Yes, it would decompose quicker, but you can't just use normal plastic. It takes longer. Which is why every single gas station says, do not use, unregulated plastic containers to hold your gas. Like milk jugs. It'll eat through it.
Yeah.
It does. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, that's why they say don't use them. They have special plastic containers because they're made of a different
Gatorade.
type of plastic. Anyway,
Gatorade bottles surprisingly can hold gasoline pretty well.
yes, they can because they're made of the same plastic.
I mean, plastic is a very broad material. There's a ton of different
It
types of
is.
plastic.
Polypropylene is what most plastic bottles are made out of, though, which
Yeah,
disintegrates in gasoline.
For some reason, plastic bags don't. In fact, a plastic bag can hold hydrochloric acid. It's kind of amusing.
What the
It's-
fuck?
it's just the chemical makeup of it. It's not very easy to take apart.
Actually, what generally tears through the bag faster than the acid is literally the weight of your puke.
Well, that's it breaking the seam, not the bonds.
Yeah.
Weakest link. Anyway. Enough
Like
of this
this.
delightfully Irish-inspired talk.
Let's do this. Operation Jungle Fever.
So, Gon, do you have any suggestions or improvements to the plan? The plan also includes magical assassins like shades and shadows being included.
Gon will walk over to a cargo container he has. He's going to pop it open. You're just going to see a holy hell of grenade ordnance.
When the fuck did you get that?
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
Have you ever, like, what, do you not remember Gon carrying an entire cargo container over his shoulder last session?
Boom! You never specified how many explosives I've had from my hiatus of crafting. So I
Since you're
just
there.
gave myself a small, like, big container.
A small armory.
No. Something that you can put on your vehicle and not be obvious. I imagine at least 2 or 3 units, which is a
You know,
5x5
like the
crate.
back thing you put on your truck, Boom, that carries shit.
A trailer?
No, it's on the bed and it carries all the shit. I don't know what you call those. It's like a trunk, I guess you could
A
say.
toolbox?
So, quick question. Charles and Gon, together, could you create a portable laser charge pack?
Let me roll
That
you
sounds
my
like a lot of
general
materials.
estimate check. Probably.
With both of your expertise in weapons and electronics, the gangs do have access to laser weapons. The problem is, they're plugged into the wall.
Armorer, can I figure it out? Yes. My skill of electrical engineer, can I figure it out? Probably more, yes.
Yeah, so the issue is they're
Sorry,
plugged
but
into
building
the wall.
stuff is beyond his expertise.
Improving upon it might not be.
Correct. You
It
don't know.
would
You don't know
be-
its fundamental makeup or how to put it together. If
A
you already
giant
have it. You
fucking-
can improve it.
Do I know how
Okay.
to smash together some batteries for it?
Yeah, exactly. It'd just be a bunch of batteries stuck together. Efficient? No. More than single use? After you're done firing off a few bursts? Definitely not. Able to be portable? Hell yeah.
Proceeds to detonate.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that happens? Detonate in the middle of the crowd? Just furthers our point.
You know,
They're not
And this is
civilian
just-
casualties, just denying the enemy recruits.
Yeah, exactly. And also,
This
if they're not part of a gang, it's their fault to begin with. This is a
It's their
gang
fault for
controlled
not being with the gang.
city. Yeah, this is a gang-controlled city. If you're not part of a gang, you're asking to die.
oh man.
See,
My
you gotta
goodness.
kill the children, otherwise they'll grow up to be the hero of some kind of vendetta story and kill you.
They can fucking try it.
My name is Antonio Iglesias. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I've cracked enough planets to know that if you just blow up the planet, ain't no children ever coming after you.
Returning
We
void
don't
ship.
have the methods. Well, we do have the methods, but we do not have the way
Sadly,
to get
God
off.
is unsure how many people survived the Scotland nuke.
Child of
incident.
Sigmar. I'd like to introduce myself.
So, does anyone have any disagreements about mass civilian casualties?
As long as I
Back
get
Was that
page,
set
I
in
don't have
corrector?
to aim at them.
Charles does. Speak, Charles.
Okay, was that a joke?
Well,
No.
three people started talking, so I was just going in order. Both you.
No, seriously, was that a joke? Oh,
No. We're discussing suicide bombers in the middle of a fucking massive crowd. I don't. There's civilian casualties involved.
let me put it simply. Unless those citizens are all coincidentally wearing yellow. No. You get as close to those politicians as you can.
Oh, that's the
and deal
plan.
with it.
That's the plan, is to get as close to the politicians as possible, because that maximizes the effect on them. The issue is people are still going to die.
And what are you planning on using?
High explosives.
Chunky salsa.
Tells me nothing, considering this psycho has several different kinds.
Were you not
C4?
listening when he said corpse bombs?
Yeah. C4 stuffed inside of lead-filled briefcases so that it may not be detected on X-rays, stuffed inside of a zombie's body, and thrown up towards the front of the crowd, and they just wander up through and pretend they're some sort of a drunk rally supporter or something. And then, boom, bomb go off, politician is wounded, civilians die, guards are wounded or die. Then everyone's fucking distracted and panicking. There's a massive issue.
Just had to be sure you weren't going to try and sneak one of your gas-related bombs in there. Fine. Whatever.
I don't believe a gas bomb would be particularly effective in this method, mostly because one of them has tech of a minimum of a deflector shield, and the other one is literally a transhuman cyborg.
Also,
What
the
about that
It's
one
sulfuric
installation
acid.
bomb?
It'll burn their body a fucking alive from the outside.
What about the one bomb that you're talking about that deals with the insulation?
That one, that
Ah, yes, the shrapnel bomb that uses fiberglass.
yeah.
Wonderful.
the winds within the city are highly unpredictable. It'll be a hard shot for the sniper to even make. Let alone you being able to trust it to guide your gas or other floating shit anywhere near where you're targeting.
So one of the people are just mechanical, right?
One of the people is very cyborg, yes.
So why don't we make the explosive magnetic?
Because he's using military grade equipment, chances are that he can just eat it without caring.
It'd be a good distraction, and it'll probably stun him.
So with the military grade cybernetics, the idea is mass high explosives followed by multiple assassins plus 2 whole gangs and laser weapons.
Are there
Like
sewers by any chance?
cybernetics are fucking
Like a sewer running exactly in the middle of that whole area?
That'd be
We
some
don't know
legwork
it.
you'll need to do.
yeah. It's
You gotta know
stuff
where the
I'm-
area is first, though. Those haven't been released.
Because
Yeah,
if there was a
it's
tunnel,
stuff I'm going to figure out. I figured out their defenses already, or some of them.
we could also
Because-
cave the floor where he's standing.
that would complicate things because they'd likely survive.
Yeah, but you know, somebody was mentioning reduce of civilian casualties. If we can get them in our territory, you would have less likely a chance to survive if we separate them from everybody else.
The person who was saying reduce civilian casualties is the person who is trying to buy a slave.
Oh, I see his.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I think it would be like a few hours before the last day when he said he'd visit them. He's like, okay, so about this ostrich, do any of you feel like you're gamblers? Just casual. Any of you feel like you're gamblers or need someone who can give you pointers?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't gamble.
The only gambling I do is gamble with civilian lives.
You mean
Okay, that's one down. Looks to the next person.
I think what you mean is acceptable casualties.
They are acceptable casualties. Hearts and minds that are now splattered across the street.
Yeah. Hearts and minds.
Working on one of the undead.
What about you, Tiger Man?
I wish we could just do my Jungle Fever plan.
A lot of you are still in the black market, so
Okay,
Solon, you ain't doing
undecided.
anything.
Looks at Sullivan. Okay, skipping over that guy.
I mean,
Fair enough.
Our
My
best
job
bet.
is pretty fucking simple.
our best bet is to get rid of that robot guy first.
I think Sullivan and our necromancer has. Wait a minute, is the robot guy the conservative? Just
No, the robots
Confirming
are
here.
progressive. Robots are progressive. The conservatives is a rhino with deflector shields at minimum. The progressive can be taken down utilizing the gangs to jump on him. The gangs do have access to laser weaponry, RPGs, all that. If we can make a hole in the police line, we can get the gangs to flood through.
Could always bribe them.
They're paying people to kill the gangs. I don't think they'll just let the gangs walk out if we pay them a little bit.
Yeah, but
Oh,
imagine if-
on the topic of that, in small print, they asked that you stop by the police station to get badges saying you're bounty hunters. So that the cops don't shoot you. Because there's still laws against that.
just random killings are illegal, but you know, if you get paid for it, it's okay.
So we don't want to.
Hughes walks up to Sullivan. Oh, really counting on you to bring your A game for that corrupt garbage of a conservative. You and Fallen, that's what she said her name was?
Yeah.
Alright.
They actually
The Sullivan shake Hughes' hand.
By the way,
I'll
just
just-
a little recap. A lot of you are standing in the cargo lift with your vehicles in the black market still.
I need
So we're
more
safe then.
smart would I be able to pick up some more smart bullets for 270 on the way out? Is there a place selling them here?
You're gonna need some heavy armor piercing as well.
That too, but
Yes!
hey, how much? Because I only have 3.
They are selling them for... They're selling them one at a time, and for the exorbitant price of 5k apiece.
Oh,
Whoa,
This man only has 10 of them.
that's something.
For 270.
Yep.
That's expensive.
Yeah, no, that's way too much.
actually, you know what? I could be a spotter for you to give you bonuses.
That could work.
Napalm is sticky, right?
Napalm
Yes.
sticks to kids.
Only.
Can you make it more stickier? Like, I mean, really sticky. I'm talking about like if asphalt was melted, you just wouldn't get out.
Could I buy a subsonic silenced weapon? Like just a pistol from here?
Yes.
How much would it cost me?
There are well rods for sale. They're incredibly cheap.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy myself a well rod. I got a plan. I need armor as well. Can I buy some armor?
What armor are you looking for?
I'm looking for a nice suit that I could wear underneath my armor. And
That
fit-
reminds me. Is there
and fit
anything
in my
there
and
that
fit in my
would-
armor
for
suit still.
keeping an outfit clean out in the wilds?
You find yourself
Hey,
a lint roller.
Sullivan,
It's better
you
than
make-
nothing.
can you make me a scroll of invisibility as well?
Yeah, I can. I can spend time on it over the night. I can make I
The
think
well
two
rod is a mind-bogglingly 100 credits.
Wonderful. I'll buy a well rod and
Or
literally.
the dong equivalent.
So I'll buy the well
And the
rod.
armor you're looking for is called Fashion Tactical.
I'm just looking for something easy to wear under my suit that'll still protect
So
me.
fast tack.
Yes, it's called Fashion Tactical, and they have soft body armor to go underneath suits and shit.
Nice.
Or battle suits, not just.
I might want to look into that actually.
Yes, it's meant to fit underneath your clothing and be hard to notice.
Okay.
Yeah, I might want to look into that.
People can look at you
Oh.
and not know that you're wearing armor.
How expensive? How well does it protect?
They have just straight, bulletproof vest makes you immune to small caliber. Up to, I think it is 45. So any pistol round would just not hurt you.
Yes, but that does not answer my question of.
Fairly expensive. Their cheapest one, which is that one, bulletproof vest, runs at 5K to start.
Okay, and what's the protection rating of it? Like armor.
It's a 1-1, but grants immunity to pistol rounds.
Are there any other stores selling armor that's not particularly bulky?
What's the stage after that? I'm curious now. Because I have a budget of.
Everyone got like 20K last session.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Dang. I thought I didn't because I just
Okay.
came like really late into the thing.
Except-
Okay, so I should probably add that to my credit total.
Well, I said like. You were all given an amount of dong, and then the gold member man sent you the rest in credits once he was safely away from the shithole.
Okay.
I believe
How
the
much
amount was 18 something. Scroll up in general, you'll find it.
18 dong.
No, 18,000 credits, something like that. Go to general and scroll up. I've posted it.
I'm
Felix
looking.
posted it. Charles has posted it.
I'm looking. It hath been posted. I just.
That
can't
is
find
the
it.
wrong server.
It's 9,700 creds each.
Yeah, Lennon, you kind of came in late, so I guess you didn't get that cut.
Yeah, so it's 9,000 creds each. 9,700 creds each. And yeah, is there any non-bulky armor that I could wear, like in general, underneath my suit, or is that the only kind of armor I can wear underneath my battle suit?
9,700 creds each. Yep.
That's the. So is that the only kind of armor I can wear underneath my suit?
It was 5,000, and that was for.
I'm sure there are others,
under-
but could be
That is
pricey.
effectively Under Armour, is what it is. If you want just normal, a standard vest or any regular armor, they're much cheaper.
Yeah,
And yes,
that's
you can
what
wear
I'm-
those while you're inside your
Yeah,
armor, your
that's-
suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Is
As
just
long as
some
you don't
regular.
go above a light armor, you'll be able to wear it there.
Yeah, I'm looking for basically some of the best quality light armor I can find for the cheapest.
Okay, then you're looking at I think it's Bigel armor or Biweave armor, something like that. I forget what I named it. It gives you a 2-2.
All right.
It's a fairly
And-
thin vest that also covers your legs and parts of your forearms.
All right. How much does it cost?
I think it was 500.
Okay, yeah, I'll pay for that. So now I'm unarmored. I have 7 flat armor unarmored, which is nice. Or 7 flat armor outside of my suit, which is good.
I never spent a fate point. I made myself 2 of those.
I also will. I'm not going to get black market cybernetics done. That's asking for something to go wrong.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I don't know. Last time the group had black market cybernetics, it went very well.
Yeah, and a funny thing happened too.
Yeah, you fell down the
but not-
stairs.
Yeah.
Not on a shithole planet like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
third
up.
world planet cybernetics are the best.
May I purchase tracer rounds or marking rounds that will allow for someone to hit better after I've shot towards somebody?
That requires special guns and special ammo.
Hollow targeting.
Yes, actually.
Well, depending on
Okay, so the well rod will not come with those. I need the well rod because that thing will not have much muzzle flash, nor will it make any noise. And
You can get a flash hider.
no, I need the noiseless muzzle flash because I'm about to use my talents. I'm gonna give him a +5 bonus in total.
How
By
much-
stacking buffs?
I kind of want to get a muzzle brake on my LMG to reduce.
Hey, when they're done shopping, I'd like to know how much time Fuse has to go over his suits and adjust it so that his boarding shield is on one of its shoulders.
And my last question is, what would my shoulder-mounted weapons and all that be counted as? Would they be counted as their respective kinds of weapons, or would they be counted as special weapons?
They'd be counted as their respective weapon.
Okay, so I'm gonna start.
Most of it is
specking.
circumstantial, but I'll give it general. It'll be it's relevant weapon type.
How much would a recharging mech-sized laser rifle run me?
You want a pulse or do you want a beam?
Pulse.
Okay, pulse is cheaper. Actually, a beam is cheaper.
Oh, beams are cheaper?
Yes, because they're less powerful. They're relying on staying on target.
Stay on target, stay on target.
I'm looking for something maybe solar charged that I can just pump out. I only need like one shot a day from it. But also, how much would just a mech-sized long arm
Now,
rifle?
if you are just wanting specifically a single shot, that makes it either cheaper. Like there's a range for this shit. The cheapest one there is single shot, but it's a one-time use item because it burns itself out.
Ugh.
So basically, it's a super powerful laser relay that pulses out a beam and then just burns itself out because there's no proper cooling.
More of it is a super capacitor with with a laser transmitter, and as it pulses out, everything overheats and it melts all of its everything. The entire gun just kind of falls apart.
Interesting. Yeah, so how about just a mech-sized long arm in general? How much would that run me?
Looking for a shotgun that's about the size of a punt gun.
Do you still want it to only fire once, or would you rather standard use?
I want something that's not a particularly high rate of fire and doesn't have to have a high mag capacity. I'm looking for stopping power and armor penetration.
Scale down las cannon is probably what you'd be looking at.
Or just a kinetic weapon of the same sort as well.
Kinetic weapons are far cheaper than laser weapons.
How much would a scaled down las cannon cost me?
You'd probably be looking about 10k.
I mean, would anybody mind lending me 900 credits?
Bro, I only got 58.
I'm gonna take that as a
I
no.
probably have enough to facilitate that.
How I want to know the stats of the weapon, how to charge it, and all that first.
Give me 1 minute.
What I want to know is what's the next stage up of the cheapest fashion tactical armor.
Because we didn't get to do proper shopping last session because the GM didn't give us their money until after we were done shopping.
That is true.
No, you did proper looking. You didn't do proper shopping.
Fair enough.
But now you've looked around and know where everything is and what their cost is. You can go back.
Are you not gonna buy anything special, Gun?
I'm trying to figure out what all I need. That's the hard part. Because I could just get piles of scrap and units of brass.
If I got a miniature las cannon and spent, I don't want to spend all my money on it. Is the issue? Because that'd be all my money, and I would be poor again.
There's nothing wrong with being poor. Just
My
sucks for a little bit.
Suit runs me like 300, not 300, runs me like 40 credits a week. More than that. It runs me a decent bit a week to...
I've got over $2,000, so, or not 2 grand. I've got over 20 grand on me right now, so
Yeah.
I could probably cover those expenses for you for a bit.
Yeah, I'm just concerned because I'm going to be speccing the long arms because rail weapons, all the things that I'm going to be hooking up to my shoulders, they're all long arms, and so I decided that I wanted to get a primary weapon for my mech as well.
Well, just a giant fist.
Idea. Why don't you go for like a minigun type deal?
Because that's an assault weapon, not a long arm. I'm going for
the suppressive fire.
Yeah, so I'm going for something that doesn't really have high shot capacity, but it's still incredibly powerful because I have.
Here's the thought: would a minigun technically classify as an LMG?
No.
Probably a heavy machine gun is probably what it would count.
Yeah, it's an HMG, not an LMG.
And okay, then that's stuff going on in the background for Charles, and I gotta go to the bathroom. Real bad.
Pardon?
Your background just got loud.
You done shopping?
Okay, I'm back. But I will say the railgun is actually considered a special weapon, not a long arm.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Damn.
But the laser would indeed be a long arm.
That would also be a special weapon.
What?
You said the laser wouldn't be a long arm, so what would
No,
it
I
be?
said the laser would be a long arm.
Oh, okay. What would count as a special weapon then?
Weapons that are unique or weird in some way.
Hmm.
Railguns or other... Railguns, flamethrowers, extreme range sniper rifles. Other
Goodbye.
weird shit. I think his... Gone, isn't your grenade launcher special?
Yes.
Yeah, there. Grenade launchers.
So, how's about we slap a 60mm recoilless rifle to your mech?
We could, yeah. And in that case, yeah, we can stick with things not railguns until later down the line. You can always upgrade to railguns. It's just waiting for that to come up.
But the scaled down las cannon will have 5 shots. It'll have a lengthy recharge, like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. How much damage?
It will do 3d4 plus 2 with 10 AP.
Sorry about my
Damn.
chair.
10.
Okay. And how about a sniper rifle or high power rifle of similar size?
For the mech?
Yeah.
That last cannon, by the way, will... I already told you it's costing 10k. .40mm Buford. Bofa.
Man.
3 rounds. It's a mech-sized sniper rifle. And it's good for vehicle combat. This is an anti-vehicle weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting other vehicles.
How much damage does it do?
Well, it does vehicle damage.
How much does it cost?
Second. Sure, I got my right table. It'll run you 9,400. I said this out earlier for someone else way back.
Right? And would that be a long arm or a special weapon? Or would it be considered a weapon platform?
It is a long arm for what it's meant for.
Wonderful.
It has 5 shots. It has 3 shots. It does 1d4 vehicle damage, plus 1, and a AP value of 8.
That's vehicle damage, so that detonates whatever limb I happen to hit.
But then it's any person you happen to hit.
Yeah. So, I think I'll buy that. Yeah.
This is a large weapon, I'll have you mind.
an anti-vehicle cannon.
Yeah, this thing is
I
taller
have-
than his mech, by the way. It folds in half.
How hard would it be to buy a particle accelerator?
Very. There's not one here.
I am once again at 5 credits.
But it was a worthy investment. It can destroy vehicles.
Well, you have the 3 rounds that come with the gun, but bolts for this thing are expensive.
Yeah, actually, do I want to buy it just yet? I could wait until I actually have proficiency with long arms to buy it, and likely buy it from a better source. I think I'll wait. Also, Sylvan was asking, what's the next stage up on the fashion tactical armor?
The next stage up starts at 6K, I think it was.
And what is the value?
It bumps up to a 3-3 flat.
Oh shit.
3-3, it makes you immune to 9mm.
That's pretty good. I think I might snag that because that's just a straight up upgrade, and I still get to look nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my money for now. Let's see if I can.
Yeah,
find
I'm gonna
anything.
snag that 6K, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the well rod come with any rounds?
Yes, it comes with its 10-round magazine. That is the pistol grip for the gun.
Wonderful.
I don't know what the actual name is. I'm just putting in as Fashion Tactical Mark II.
Yes, all of its rounds are subsonic.
Yeah, can't shoot very far, but I don't need to hit.
I still say we should get you a nice recoilless.
I agree. I don't have much money though, and
Boom. How much money does Go need to make a recoilless rifle? 60mm. That's just refitting a mortar, right?
Recoilless rifles have far longer barrels. They would rival the length of his. They would rival the height of his mech when stood up with them.
Wow.
Oh man.
This isn't something you can collapse.
What does that remind me of? I remember
The
seeing
barrel's any
this
shorter,
one-
all your accuracy is completely shot.
The idea is not to be fired far, it's to be fired at a mid-range and launch 60mm ordnance.
why not make a recreation of the 40mm that he was talking about?
That is a
Probably.
complicated piece of machinery.
I have
A fucking genius idea. Boom. Can I get a 40mm mortar?
It's
Mortars
not
go
preload
all the way
shells or
down to
anything.
20, by the way.
How fast could a 20 fire?
In terms of loading and firing it, or just travel of the round?
In terms of loading and firing it.
If you really wanted to, you could just mount a mortar onto this man's back and use him as a mobile weapons platform.
I want it to be mech fired.
Yeah, automatically
Yeah, but-
loading of this shit is what's going to be the problem.
You and Fuse together could likely create a automatic arm that would, upon pressing of a button,
Tube another shell, yeah.
Yep.
Or I was thinking of converting the breech of the mortar to be drum loaded somehow.
Mortars work on inertia. You have to drop it in from the top or else it doesn't work. Or you have to make a firing system for the mortar then.
That's
Which
the idea.
Which then it becomes a cannon, not a mortar. Well, not a
The
drop
idea is
mortar.
I'm trying to make him some form of special weapon that he can use.
Yeah, it's now an artillery piece and not a mortar piece.
I mean, I can still fire. I can fire artillery pieces better than I can fire special weapons. So
Better. So,
just pick up like a 40mm mortar, or even a 60mm at that point.
60's pretty
yeah.
standard.
I was thinking 60 for how big your mech is. because I already run around with a 40mm grenade launcher.
Yeah, and then you can just fucking. The issue would be mostly building the arm to auto load it. But
we
since
just
I
add like
The simplest
Actually,
thing
if we
I
can
could
get a
think
drum
of.
mag for it, we could probably get an auto-loading drum mag.
The best thing I could think of would be a little carousel that would replace the end of the tube. It would just hold X
we
amount and
could-
just rotate over.
Or if we're using the entire mortar mobile weapons platform idea rather than long arms, I could just load it with my hands since my hands are free.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
are you thinking of something like a minigun, but like it just switches out a barrel that has a rocket in it?
No.
So what
like-
I'm thinking is that like there's a big like drum load, like you know when you see like a 6-shot grenade launcher, but the bottom of the drum smashes in a new shell, so it's always half loaded, half unloaded, as it spins around.
I would look at hear me out. I was thinking of a really long thing, kind of like what a rocket launcher would be, but as the grenade launcher thing. And there's a machine in it that will forcibly make it go down, and
That
it'll
would
just
cause a
cycle.
lot of back friction. When
Yeah,
trying to
I'm just
fire.
thinking of a front-loaded revolver is what I'm thinking of.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
revolving carousel would be part of the firing tube, and the
So-
rest of the carousel is just a housing to
Yeah.
keep the round. So as soon as it rotates over the barrel, the round just drops and fires.
That would work.
And is simple enough to make. It looked like something straight out of ISIS.
Hmm.
How
Gotta love
common it'll be,
ISIS.
but you can make it.
Yeah, that'll work. They just need one of those in a 60mm noob tube.
Yeah, this will be mounted on his shoulder, and the rest of the tube will just hang off his back.
Yep.
And it'll just fire it up and over in front of him somewhere.
I could fire it semi-accurately, but the point of it is that it's a 60mm mortar, and you don't need to fire accurately.
Yes, the explosive does the rest for you.
Yeah, depending on the angle of your stance will determine where it goes.
And
Leans
how,
forward to fire it directly down a hallway.
yeah.
Falls over, all the mortar rounds just fall out.
So, I mean, like, it also wouldn't be too power intensive as well, which is good.
Yeah, the most it'll be running is like a 12-volt motor to rotate this thing.
Yeah. Also, by smashing rounds in, do you mean like a belt-fed minigun kind of style of bringing rounds in?
Yeah, but in a cylindrical. Like,
Yeah.
six-
Like it
six
has the
barrel
6-shot loader, and then like the bottom part of it, when it goes in empty, a shell gets loaded in, rotates, and it keeps rotating up that way. So it's always half loaded, half unloaded.
Yeah, but I was thinking of a.
We could just have it be revolving and just reload it after every fight, because I doubt I'll fire off more than 6 mortars.
That's also fair. We don't need to auto load it yet.
Yeah,
We're not putting out that many rounds of fire.
and if we really need to load it mid-fight, I can just pop it off and load it mid-fight.
Plus, we also have guns 40mm.
Yeah.
Quick,
Loaded
Dylan,
with white
run over there
phosphorus.
run over there with the massive rapid reloading thing, so you can change out his mortar rounds.
We should also put a Vulcan minigun on your mech just for funsies.
I can't fire that very well.
No, but like have it, on like your wrist or something on the mech.
I already have 2 wrist-mounted laser guns.
And those are integrated, you can't remove those.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It would just be incredibly difficult to do while maintaining the system integrity.
Just imagine.
No one in this crew can pull that off, is what I'm saying. You can't do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Possible, just
Highly
we're not gonna
impossible.
say it. We're just not going to say it's going to happen.
We just want to rain down high ordnance on those savages.
Fuse, the fuck is your question?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. How the discussion is going, I probably had enough time to read, let's say, maybe a paragraph or a couple pages. I was curious if he should roll something to see if he's get enough of what he's reading.
What are you reading? I didn't know Fuse had a book.
Life Science Magazine.
Oh yeah, he did get that at one point, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the magazine is ads, I'll have you know.
That's what magazines are.
Yes, you are paying for ads, is what it is.
Well, if that does
Life
his
Science
communication
Magazine.
device
You
and
like
just root it
staying
on.
alive. Buy mini franks.
Actually, yes. There's a whole page dedicated to the phallic-sized pocket medics. And their father? Mother? Just towering on one side of the page and just the rest of them just pouring off it like rain. Buy mini franks.
Alright.
And on the other page, you see a Krogan with a thumbs up as he's holding a tube of Hammerall. Cures all wounds.
Alright, once he's finished reading that propaganda, the actual thing I was asking for once they're done with their shopping was, does Fuse have enough time to do a final look over on his armor and shield on one of his shoulders or near?
Yeah, you have plenty of time to edit your new suit.
How long would it
Alright,
take
I'll
me
be
to monger
doing that.
suit?
Be a few hours.
I see.
You'll have downtime, don't worry about it.
Swank.
It'll be upwards, you'll have a minimum of 1 day.
I just want to kill these politicians already, man.
So I have time to load on the 60mm recoilless.
You'll end up
Everyone's armor
spending
quick.
200 credits to make it.
Swanky.
Not counting the mortar rounds themselves.
So when you say
you already have
recoilless, what makes it recoilless?
A recoilless round is perforated. That when it detonates, holes are poked in the shell and fire gas backwards to counteract the recoil of the round going forwards.
America once had a tank that had 6 of these.
Yeah, what the fuck tank was that? It's just got a bunch of the same guns stacked on it, doesn't
It's
it?
the Ontos. It had like
Yeah.
3 on each side. It was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you
it
have to
just
get
had
out
a
to
shit
reload
ton of
them.
the same- Just had a shit ton of the same guns stacked all over it.
Gun
It just
bed.
had 6 recoilless rifles.
Look,
Your
it's-
argument is invalid.
it is the classic gun bed design. 1 gun is good, but 6 is better. Unihusen.
Yes.
Uni.
I'll happily get the 60mm thing going, and then I'll make some shells for it as fast as I can.
And not recoilless rifle, we're looking at a 16mm mortar.
Yeah, it's a mortar, it's not a recoilless rifle. That requires completely different rounds.
Yeah.
And mortars don't have... Do they have substantial enough recoil to bother me?
For a 60 and the weight of the suit, no. If you're firing a 120, it might flip you.
Yeah. I'm not asking for like a howitzer. 'Cause
I don't know why, but I just immediately think of the fencers from
EDF.
EDF. Dish, dish, ha! Like, some of those guns should have definitely thrown those men. I don't care how much they weigh. They aren't anchored to the ground. This will throw them.
To save our Mother Earth from any alien attack, from vicious giant insects that have once again come back.
From vicious politicians that have once again come back.
I'll murder all their children, I won't cut them any slack. The EDF deploys.
That was the IRA.
You know, your mech, we could probably put heavier weapons on it if we can make
You're trying to not lay it down too much.
No, if we can make his mech bolt itself to the ground so it doesn't actually.
That is a terrible idea. He's
Mm,
already
not-
low on mobility.
The mech is heavy, and it has good bursts of mobility because it emulates my body, and so it emulates my ability to sprint faster than anyone else. It's just not very fast in normal movement.
Have you ever played that one game, War Robots, the shitty mobile game?
Anyway. On track.
Yeah. So, yeah, after we're done here, I will assist in paying for the rounds for the mortar. And we could also, instead of doing speed loading or anything like that, we could just have cartridges filled with special mortar rounds. And so we have 6 phosphorus, 6 napalm, 6 high explosive, all that, all
That's
just in
prep
their
you'll have
own
to do later.
revolvers. And we can just take it out and put the next cation in this style of a speed loader, but without having to worry
Yeah,
about.
so that gives me a good question. If I'm going to be making you some shells for that right away, what do you want?
High
You'll
explosive.
need to get materials for this, because it actually doesn't have any.
What about cluster bombs?
Get me some gunpowder and get me some fiberglass.
We're firing this at a transhumanist. The fiberglass will just cause unnecessary casualties. I'm all for civilian casualties, but there's no need in killing people. with
It'll kill them
fiberglass.
in a few months. It won't kill them immediately.
Well,
Yeah.
the shrapnel of the glass slicing into their body could kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point in
Those
throwing
downwind are
fiberglass.
just fucked.
There's no point in throwing fiberglass at a metal man. It just won't work.
Alright.
High explosive and EMP are the 2 kinds of rounds I want. Don't know. if you can make
What
an
about
EMP
high
roll.
velocity?
It's a
I
mortar.
could technically make a 60 millimeter sow shell. to
It's a
fire out of the
mortar!
too.
It's a mortar. I don't think you can fire a high velocity mortar.
Yeah, you can. It'll just go far. Very
I mean,
far.
what if you gotta hit something out of the air? High velocity mortar shell.
That
I'll make you 1 set of Sabo, just in case you need to hyperpin some armor with it, I guess.
It's a mortar! You don't
I'm
direct
not
fire
gonna
a
hit
mortar!
that accurately.
Hey!
I'm
Some of the best
accurate.
uses for mortar vehicles was to fire direct shells into something's face.
I'm accurate, but not that accurate, and I'm not a mortar vehicle. I have a mortar on my back. If anyone's right in front of me, I'm using my revolver and laser arms. Oh, speaking of laser arms, how much would a laser sword cost me? And actually, I need to buy that directional shield while we're here. I need that directional vehicle shield. How much does the directional vehicle shield cost again?
I don't remember.
So I need that shield for additional armor, and
Yeah, it's an
I-
arm-mounted shield. You're pretty much Reinhardt.
and I need a laser sword. How
We'll just
much?
say that the shield is 5k, from what I can remember.
I remember it being significantly less than that.
Fine, then look it up later.
Okay. I don't
We'll just
need it
say
now.
it's 5K.
Yeah.
Look it up later. If I'm
I'm
wrong,
getting
add
the
money back.
distinct impression that you are prepping yourself in case one of the teams goes south.
Yeah.
You
We
want to
can we can check the actual price of it later and just add back what it costs because I
Add
I need
back, or if I'm significantly underpricing it, you need to remove more. You're now in debt.
that. I'll just take it because if it goes bad, I will need that. And also,
And plasma swords are highly expensive.
damn. Well, I guess I won't be taking a plasma sword right now.
I think cheapest
All
one's
right,
like
I think that's
15K.
all. Yeah, I think that's all for me. Hey, Goen, how would you feel about making me a plasma sword?
Impossible.
Sounds doable, questionably.
No, it's not.
Nah.
He has nowhere
I'd like
near
to-
the technology nor the ability to do so.
I would like to see him try at least.
I think he might blow himself up there.
Use a plasma flamethrower instead.
What I do is I make you effectively a plasma blowtorch.
I mean, that's what a plasma sword is. It's a glorified blowtorch, let's be honest.
It just solidifies itself to a basic shape.
Rolls a natural 20 on armor to design it, effectively makes the power sword from 40k.
But that's all my questions. Because I'm now able to actually get
Go,
money.
do you want to just buy a fucking crate of C4?
I technically already have a crate of C4. I had 16 on hand before my crafting spree, so...
You can't make C4.
I have 16. I have my 40mm grenade launcher with white phosphorus rounds. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, he wants one of many zombies with bricks of C4. Multiple.
I have 16 on me.
Yeah, 8 pieces of C4 per politician is more than enough.
Per politician.
I'll
So you'll
use up
have-
all my backlogged C4, but yes.
Lost. Was on the ship. Eaten by sandbirds. Eaten by the desert birds.
Yeah, I think that's enough for now. Unless anyone else has any burning things they need to buy.
Well, is on guard duty.
Gon could be on guard duty. He's got some heavy ordnance. Or Ina. She's very effective at what she does, but she's probably better off on one of the hit teams.
I'm glad we're talking above character because if Goen suggested that, he'd get a hard stare from Fuse.
Hmm?
So, we're also guarding the Green Party politician. I don't know if they told you.
Yeah.
No one told me regarding anything.
Yeah, so we're guarding the Green Party politician, and that's the person we're gonna. So they're paying 400 credits a day to
I
guard.
mentioned it, but you probably didn't listen.
Yeah, so the Green Party politician is paying 400 creds a day to protect them, and the other two are 5,000 credit brownies.
So both Gon and Ina are incredibly powerful in combat. Ina is really good in a CQC situation, though.
Yeah, I'm good at at HVT termination.
So when the day of the assassination comes, I will be with you on that building, because if I take a shot at him with a well rod to mark the target, it'll give you some big bonuses.
Well, sitting next to him, you can give him some good bonuses.
Yeah, that's still required to be there for the assassination, though.
Hope the days don't conflict.
Question: can we put the fucking green dude in a CQC area?
He'll be doing open air rallies, so.
So Gon would be good there.
It could be.
What was your
CQC.
name again, Tiger person?
Tiger person is gonna be on the assassination.
You want your name? Lead him. Let him. Tell him. Call him Lee.
Alright then. Good luck, Lee.
My name is now Lee.
Your nickname is now Lee.
At least it's not Tony.
Yeah.
Tone Lee.
Oh, Christ.
Why have you forsaken me so?
Internet high five to the boom.
Tony. Yeah, don't call him. Continue.
We still have to go get those badges from the police area.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So is everyone done the black
Definitely
market?
Need...
I don't think we want to get ID from the police right now. Before we do a political assassination.
But it's a bounty job.
It's a bounty, yeah. They're giving us the thing so we can do the bounty legally.
Yeah, they won't pay you if you don't have these. And you try to turn shit in.
Yes, but will we be put in their system?
We'll
You-
be bounty
you don't
hunters. It's
know.
completely legal to do a bounty hunt.
We're assassinating politicians.
But it's a bounty.
No. The politicians are an illegal bounty from gangland.
Flaw. Or they realize it is an assassination. Well,
Yeah,
I don't believe
kill those fuckers.
Yeah. So the
to do it.
Also said we wouldn't be paid without them, so.
bounty he's talking about is the bounty on the gangs. We get 2 creds per gang member we kill.
And bring back evidence of their death.
Their left ear.
I say we should still get them. I'm surprised I don't have one since I've been in this town for a while.
Uh,
But then
How
again,
much information do those IDs require?
You don't know.
I suppose we'll go find out how much information they require. If it's too much, I suggest our assassins do not get IDs.
Mm-hmm.
We only really need one person to get an ID, and they can just turn all of our kills.
Yep.
So, who's getting an ID?
You're all discussing this.
The person letting
You
it.
Oh,
could get one.
A lot of you are discussing this as you go up the cargo elevator. With various things duct taped to the back of the flatbed and to the back of the buggy.
So-
Which I'm surprised no one got actual guns for the
We need to
buggy.
invest in better bags.
I got an actual gun. I got a well rod. That is an actual
For the
gun.
buggy.
Oh, okay.
We'll get those when we turn in more cash. Not if we're using the buggy as an attack buggy right now.
I
Plus,
suggest
it's
a
full
50
of grease
BMG.
guns, the best kind of weaponry.
2 grease guns with a very slow rate of fire. Tick, 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 tick,
I suggest
tick, 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 tick,
50 BMG. It's a really good mounted machine gun.
Isn't that a type of round?
The 50 BMG machine gun.
That is a
That's a
round.
50 cal.
I'm thinking I'm just going to get a 308
It's
auto
called the
fire
same thing.
for the buggy.
No, it's
Do you
called a
mean
Browning machine gun.
Yeah, you mean like a Browning?
Oh, Browning. Yeah, I want a Browning.
50
My bad.
BMG is
Yeah,
the round.
I know,
It's like a 50 Beowulf or 50 AE.
but it's also a category. 50 BMG machine gun. It's just a 50 cal machine gun, just called differently.
True. Anyway. But why do you exit out into the elephant territory?
Yeah, 50 AE is what Desert Eagles
Desert
find.
Eagle.
Yay, elephants.
Yeah, we like the elephants, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as you pull out, you're greeted by their bright purple vehicles, which shimmer in the sunlight of the evening sun. It's about 7 o'clock.
Gon will ask the first person that he sees if they want to buy a sulfuric acid bomb.
Good thing Gon isn't driving. Gon will yell this out the window as you drive past.
Hey, you want to buy a sulfuric acid bomb? Put it
And out of earshot. Surprised Gon didn't try to sell his shit off in the black market.
I did. You said we'd get to that. We never did.
Yep.
I already got to it now.
Yeah. Let's get on to that.
Well,
Too late, you're
So,
gone. Not like it's going anywhere.
Yeah, the black market will always be there. So the Green Party is tomorrow, correct?
You don't know.
They messaged us when they were having their first meeting.
Yes, they said that they will message you when they have it. You'll be given 24-hour notice. They're also considering your 24-hour guard offer. So you'll be paid every day that you're guarding, even though you're only guarding them for like a few hours.
Yeah, I'll just be guarding him when he goes outside.
E.
Ina would happily guard him whenever he's in a close quarters area. An Odachi in a CQC situation would be hell for most people.
Mantis Blades! Haha!
Why do you have...
Guy, Mantis Blaze whips out an Odachi. Mine's bigger. Turns into massive demon.
It's not about
Die.
how large. It's not about the size of your tool. It's how you use it.
And Ina will use her tool better than you can use
Use
yours.
this big tool pretty well.
So, you've got a Nodachi for her. That's, I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's a one-hand... That becomes just like a one-handed weapon when she's in demon form.
Pretty much.
Effectively, yes.
And Nodachis are fucking massive.
Yeah, for decapitating horses and shit.
Well, it actually was used more as a cavalry sword, where people on horseback would swing the Odachi at infantry on foot.
Yes.
Yeah.
If infantry
See-
used it, it would be against people on horseback because of its good reach.
It's not wieldy enough. Sword that big and that curved is incredibly difficult to swing. Stuff like
Yes.
Zweihanders and Claymore.
That's why it's aimed at cavalry. People that are hard to reach, rather than people who can just go this way, that way, that
They're
side.
not...
It's
Yeah, they're
pretty
kind of
hard
on
to
a
keep up
relatively
with them
set
when they're on
course.
foot.
The majority of cavalry in Japan were archers, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
But there were
samurai.
some that would swear by the Odachi, even on foot, so...
Anywhosen. Japanese
Yeah.
history lesson aside.
There's also people who swear by the katana in real life, and it's like, it wasn't that good historically.
And then they
To be
break their
fair,
wall
though-
hanger.
Japanese metal was kind of shit because
Yeah.
it had no natural iron deposits.
That's why it was folded so much, was to get out as many
Yeah.
impurities as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use that with like the iron from like fucking Europe, whatever, and it becomes a great blade. But with the Japanese iron, kind of average.
Yeah, after 5 folds, that's as good as it's gonna get. You keep folding it, you're not really getting anywhere out of it.
I mean, I still think longswords are better, more durable weapons.
Because they're hardier. Anyway.
Yeah.
History lessons aside, once more. Where are you headed to? Central Police
Get
Station?
those badges, no?
So we
Ina's gonna go get her mercenary badge.
do
To
we
the Central Police
want
Station. Banana.
to save killing the yellow fever for after we negotiate with them?
Yes.
As you leave the elephant territory, you see a similar police cordon there.
I will
One of
once
these
again
guys-
give them a-
One of these guys is a flamethrower.
Oh boy.
I will once again give the police a salute as we go past.
The flamethrower guy waves cheerfully. Everyone looks at him like he's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Gon would say I'd offer you a weapon, but it's probably illegal. Jokingly, of course.
Police officers. Do you offer a war crime to a police officer?
Hey, officer, you want a war
Jokingly
crime
offer
device?
a war crime to a police officer.
That
That
one loves their
was
job.
My head-
From Fuse, that one loves their job.
I would love my job too if I was legally allowed to commit war crimes all day. Oh wait, I am.
I love this show.
I would judge you if I weren't planning on.
Making more yourself.
says the Scotsman from his mortar chair.
Oh yeah, and I
That's
now
where he
have a
has to
vehicle
ride. By the
shield.
way, there's not enough room inside the vehicles.
I now have a vehicle shield, which will effectively stop even an RPG shot at me.
Nice.
RPG has vehicle penetration. It will get through it.
Not as well as it would have, though.
Correct. RPG has a vehicle pen of 10
Oh.
or 20, something like that.
10
Yeah, 20.
because
It's good for medium and light tanks.
Stick.
But after it detonates, it's pretty much useless.
the shield would very much serve to lessen the blow from anything shot at me.
Yeah.
It might not completely stop the damage of an RPG, but the rest of my armor would after it detonates away from me.
Yeah, that energy shield gives a vehicle armor of 8.
Oh, so it literally wouldn't pen.
Yeah, that hard light shield's meant to be used when attacking vehicles. This is honestly meant for bigger mechs and was tweaked down to be the size of your mech.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna trade my mech out for the newer model, but then I found out exactly how modded up my mech is.
Very. But the other one can't survive in space. And just has a
Can't
bigger
mine?
fuel tank. No!
Well, remind me not to jump out of a spaceship anytime soon.
Yeah, it doesn't have its own air supply. It just has really, really good filters.
Oh, so it's more that it would survive in the space, just not long.
Yeah, you'd have whatever air is inside the suit.
Yeah, so I'd have a few minutes in space.
Less.
Mm-hmm.
A couple minutes. 2, maybe.
Yeah, so it's less it wouldn't survive in space and it would implode, and more I just would fucking eventually suffocate.
But you can go ahead and wade through fields of mustard gas at no worry.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when we set up for our missions going, we'll give everyone hitting on the assassination team a fucking smoke grenade. High density. It'll make an instant boost of smoke.
So our first thing for the assassination is we're going to do legwork based around what defenses they have openly in their rallies, and we will attend some rallies to start with.
I believe the initial plan was to attend one for each of them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And if some other
just-
dumbass tries to kill them, you can either watch their failure or watch their success.
Or make them fail yourself. In good. Here's the thing, if we hard stop someone else's assassination, we can get in good with them.
Hmm.
That sounds like a fucking genius idea. We hire some random ganger to try to attempt a public assassination, then we gun them down.
I still think that just getting the gangs to go after the progressive would
Yes, I like this plan too.
be better, mostly because if we get the elephants to go after the progressive and pin it on the conservative, it makes our job easy. Because it would mean the conservative loses his police support and police escort, because he would, now be a fucking wanted criminal. And the progressive gets dealt with easier because he's transhumanist, and the best way to deal with transhumanist is 50 people with RPGs.
Way to fire.
Yeah.
Quantity has a quality all its own.
Yeah. Does anyone agree or disagree with that?
I agree.
So after several minutes of
sure.
going down the city streets, it's fairly uneventful. You do see someone get mugged as you drive past, but other than that, it's pretty nice.
Gon would wish to assist in the mugging. He's gonna chuck a grenade over a
I don't-
frag.
I don't think that's assisting. I think that just ends up killing them both.
That's just murder.
It's a good excuse to commit a murder.
He's just talking to Fulman. They are riding together, so I guess he can. But yes, after a leisurely 2.5 hour drive through heavy traffic, you make your way to the Central Police Precinct, which is a downright fortress of a building.
Well, it needs to be. This is gang wars territory.
There's about 8 auto turrets near the front door. Of varying calibers.
Yeah, remind me not to piss off the police.
As you approach, you see a little camera staring you down before it drops the shield in front of the door, which you see fizzle. You all put
he's
away
just
your
staying
weapons
outside
before
with the
walking in
vehicle
here,
while he
right?
watches those people.
Hmm?
You all put away your guns before walking into this building, correct?
I mean, Gon would probably.
For that matter, who are walking into the building?
Yeah, good
Ina
question.
Definitely is.
Openly carrying a weapon is illegal, by the way.
I was told that opening carrying small arms was illegal.
Yes, a small arm.
A grenade launcher is not a small arm.
It depends on how the police see it. They might disagree.
Legally, he's
Cool.
right, but the police might not care about legality.
The police have flamethrowers. I don't think they care.
That's okay. Gon has sulfuric acid. He'll burn them alive.
Go, are you even going in is the better question.
No.
Think about this way.
Who is going in?
Psychopath.
I know Ina's. Yeah.
Ina's going in, and I'll accompany her outside of my suit. I will have my revolver concealed.
Are you still using that one?
Anyone else accompanying them?
It does not sound like it.
Charles, push to talk, please.
Okay, hang on a sec. What?
Push to talk, please. I guess that worked. You don't talk unless we call you out anyway. And you're kind of talking with Fallen through text, so I also don't think it matters. So Ina and Felix.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the door, the little eye does scan you over real quick. You watch your little well rod glow in red. As you have it concealed under your belt.
I said my revolver.
Your revolver.
Yeah,
The
I'm not
firearm that
bringing-
you have concealed is being revealed.
Would you like me to keep it in the car?
You hear over comms. No firearms allowed in the building.
Oh, wait, I'll put it back in
Oh,
the car.
goody. Ina has a bow. It doesn't count as a firearm.
Yeah,
I'll
you
just-
definitely feel the squint of the camera on you.
I will just walk on back to the car and toss my revolver into the driver's seat.
Right.
And then head back to the door.
I wonder if a ballistic knife would classify as a firearm.
Yes. The shield drops and the door opens, and a police officer greets you. He's sitting there reading over he's sitting there flipping through a book, which clearly says, laws of the land. He's flipping through it, trying to figure out the ruling for the massive Odachi on this woman's back.
I doubt it will be an issue. We're here just to get ourselves a well, not ourselves. We're here to get my friend here a Mustang license.
The man's ignoring you as he's continuously flipping through this book, and then he closes it. He's like, "There's nothing against swords," and then he walks out, and he walks away.
Ina will smile.
I never realized how rude police officers were.
Gon, you can hear Gon echoing in the distance. That's why I nuked my planet.
You probably shouldn't say that in front of the heavily armed police station.
They can
Yeah.
try to take my guns.
They'll probably take your life.
I'll take more lives than they can take mine.
Alright, so we can proceed inwards and hopefully find the front desk receptionist.
Yes. You make your way in, and there's little arrows on the floor, which point to a little waiting room, and there's a grizzled old man waiting behind a bulletproof glass window. There's about 3 other people in line ahead of you. There's a sign that says "Take a number."
I'll let Ina take a number because I'm not getting my thing done. I'm not putting that info in.
I'm not getting my
People-
fingerprints on this.
Yeah.
She will grab the number.
Ina, the number states 3,342.
And what number are they at already?
23.
Ina will look to Felix. Should I shapeshift into my demon form to try to scare some of these people off?
Something tells me that we'll end up in scaring the wrong people,
Mhm.
having the auto turrets blowing your head off.
I am quite damage resistant, but probably.
I don't think you would be resistant enough for a real recoilless rifle, to be completely honest.
What is a recoilless rifle?
A
We don't
big gun.
have those where I'm from.
So just imagine, like Gon's grenade launcher, except the entire thing is designed for anti-tank shells.
I see.
But yeah, there's only about 5 or 4 people ahead of you, so it won't take that long.
It's likely that the number is not how many people ahead of us, and is more than likely just a randomly generated number to be called up. Like how at the doctor's office taking a number doesn't fucking
Matter.
yeah. They call in whatever number they feel like and not the actual numerical order.
So after a total of an hour and a half goes by, you guys are up next.
Yay.
Fun times! Waiting simulator! Let's turn on paint dry. Let's go. Watch paint dry.
Everyone's favorite Half-Life mod.
Fucking bonsai buddy.
It's now about 9 in the evening. The sun has set. It is dark outside. Through the tiny windows, you can actually see. Everyone else in the cars are probably bored to hell.
Gon can keep himself busy by crafting and talking about his glorious adventures.
You can't do much crafting without a crafting table, which he has to set up.
He can set up the fucking... After, like, the first 30 minutes, he'd probably set up the RV.
The tent?
Yeah. Unfolds the RV, gets his crafting shit ready.
That tent would eat the entire road, you know that?
I thought we were in a parking lot.
Yeah, you parked in front of the fucking police precinct on the side of the road.
Fuck it, Gon will get the car into a parking lot. And then set up his RV.
Gun probably takes the driver's seat and does about 3 laps till he finds a nice parking area.
Sets up the RV, starts cooking up some explosives.
Everyone else is enjoying camp life, while these two are enjoying the chair life. The chairs are very uncomfortable. Solid plastic, they don't give it all.
Ina will just sit on the floor.
The hard, tiled floor.
Probably comfier than the chair.
Only slightly
Probably be
so.
about the same.
Only slightly so.
Felix will just lean back in the chair. What kind of fucking DR does Ina get anyways?
Let's see. Give me one moment. Hold
Anyway, your number pops up. Bing!
on. Are you coming with? Or are you waiting here?
I'll come up with you. Never hurts to be nice to the receptionist. But I will not be getting my ID done.
Of course.
You see the man behind the very thick glass? His name's Gary. You can see past the counter and see that he's lost one of his legs. It's
Oh,
prosthetic.
poor guy. We should even him out. No, I'm just playing.
We should even him out. Bah!
Hello, sir. We're here to get a bounty hunting license for my friend here.
Oh, yeah. Here. You just hear a skink, and a little pal pops out next to the window with a clipboard, pen, and a form. Fill that out and come back when you're done. Next!
Ina will take the form and start writing it out.
What's the kind of stuff the form asks?
Name, date of birth,
Type.
current residence, or mail post.
Current residence, RV.
That's why mail post is added on there. Or they can send you shit if they need to.
She'll just put in her communicator number.
Phone number is a separate line on that.
It's this easily to legally kill people. I mean, it's like a cheat code. Like Florida has cheat codes for legally killing people. If you yell "I feel threatened" in Florida, you can legally kill people
Yeah.
and legally assault them.
Doesn't certain states still have that?
Castle doctrine.
No, where two people mutually
Duel?
agree into
Duels,
dueling.
yes. Some states have that.
Yeah, where fucking Phoenix Jones was from, that guy, it still had that. If you agreed to beat the shit out of each other, like he did on the street,
That shit was phenomenal. He
Yeah.
kicked the fuck out of that guy.
yeah, Phoenix Jones, a lot of the drugs he got from people when he got them arrested or apprehended himself, he sold those and was sent to prison for selling drugs.
Yeah. So, it's like they say, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Being a villain isn't that bad.
Sometimes the world needs a villain.
Sometimes
didn't care
the
until
you
greatest
saw them
villains are the best heroes. Just look at Gon.
But yes, it's that easy. If you don't have a... It does have, on a separate sheet of paper, if you don't have a place to accept mail, send it. It'll be sent here. Be sure to go collect it.
We could just come back to the police station occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah, you quickly finish filling it out and you go and turn it in.
It's like those dentist forms.
Okay,
That's
thank
rock
you, Ani. We'll have your badge in about 2 to 3 days.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Didn't yell at him for butchering your name.
He's a
She's just used to it at
receptionist.
this point.
Yeah. Also, you never fuck with the receptionist. You never ever want to piss off the receptionist. That's a moral of life.
Also, don't piss off your doctor or your chef.
Or your gunsmith.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a warrior, yes.
Or the hero of the group.
Don't ever piss off people. For everyone listening, don't ever piss off people in control of things you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Don't mess with those in power.
Especially the guy at McDonald's that takes your order.
Yeah. Don't fuck with retail workers in general anyways. They have a lot of stress on their plate.
Sounds like you got that out of experience.
Anywhosen. The two of you walk out and have no idea where anyone is. I imagine you get a text at some point telling you, hey, we're 5 blocks away.
Mm-hmm.
Set up camp.
How about that RV?
Just come back, Gon has a barbecue going with hot dogs.
Felix will just glance to Ina as they get the fucking text of, oh, says they couldn't just vape in the parking lot.
It's been hours. I don't blame them.
Why not just set up camp in the road? Who cares?
In the middle of the road in front of the police station.
Gon's just gonna sit there. Well, you see, if I did that, I'd probably get to a shootout with somebody, and then the police would get angry on me, and then I'd have to kill the police.
I'm
I
still
didn't feel like setting police station in white phosphorus.
I'm still doubtful of of your ability to kill the police, not because of any lack of skill or talent on your end, but more so because of the police having the absolute most fortified thing I've seen since the Proky Hounds.
I'm pretty sure White Phosphorus would cook that alive.
It's a building. Got a
It
tank.
would burn through the building.
It's. I don't think your white phosphorus would burn hot enough to burn through laser-resistant building.
I wouldn't.
Goat has enough ordnance and time to figure out what would work.
Time? No. Because as soon as we kick the hornet's nest of the police office,
I will be the
That
last
would-
thing you have.
yeah. It would be time to fucking get out.
If you could.
Yeah.
They kind of have heavily armed cordons everywhere.
Yeah.
Hell, y'all didn't go through the main gate. You should see that shit.
I don't want to.
You want to show a force? That's where you go.
Sounds about right. Why did my voice go?
Okay, Ozzy.
So in 3 days, 2 to 3 days, we get that license or whoever got it.
Yes.
Should we just like go hunt some yellow fever? That'd be nice.
We want to negotiate with the yellow fever to align themselves with the elephants so that we may.
That sounds like a quick way to get shot in the face.
In the parking lot that y'all have set up in, there's a few other cars and some homeless people that also have set up house here.
Goon will set out his grenade case and open it up for all to see,
A few homeless
and
people
offer to sell his ordnance.
A few homeless people do come over and are asking if you have any, you can spare some change, man.
I can give you a grenade.
Do you, I know that this isn't very common, but do you take, credits? Is that asking the,
We don't have any way to keep credits.
yeah. I'll give all the people asking
You got any
for
dong, man?
How many people are asking for change?
There's about three. There's about 3 guys and a woman.
I'll give each person asking for dong, let's say... I don't have much, so just 2 dong a person. It's not much, but I don't really have much. It might
Thank
look
you,
great,
sir.
but
Definitely remember you.
thank you. But you don't need to do anything for it.
May the good graces of Schwoll be with you. As the man walks off.
But no,
After another hour or two, you see the same gaggle of homeless people come back with beer and hot pockets.
I mean, it's like enough thing to spend a few dollars on. I gave him what amounts to like $6, so getting yourself a meal is, pretty much all you can do with it.
Yeah.
What's with the silence? You haven't seen someone give charity before?
Entire party's in shock.
Goon will just shrug. I was going to offer them explosives. They could earn their keep with an explosive. Give a man a dong, and he'll buy a meal. Give a man a grenade, and he'll do an assassination that'll feed him for a week. Maybe longer.
The easiest and cheapest assassination is on the Green Party candidate, and I'm not looking for more people to go after my charge.
Could have said he could have robbed somebody with the grenade, feed himself for a while.
I don't think you know.
Sigmar,
Yeah. Wait,
you do remember that the homeless are the eyes and ears of the city.
that is true.
And most of them recognize the marks of thieves.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Why the fuck did someone just post a whole ass hentai game in the memes chat of my fucking Stellaris channel?
What? It's relevant, that's why.
Stellaris hentai.
What the shit?
Because it's relevant! Among
It's-
Us.
It's in the SFW memes channel.
At least they use the right channel.
It's not the right channel.
Not safe for work,
It's-
hentai game, yeah, that works.
The safe for work one.
Oh, I thought you said NSFW.
Yeah,
No.
Foxtrot whiskey.
Not November Sierra Foxtrot Whiskey? Okay.
No.
No November in that Sierra, got it.
It's such a it's one of the fucking virus hentai games as well. You know the ones I'm talking about? Ones will download a virus on your computer because you fucking launch it.
Like how you know this.
If you're the one who
No,
owns that server, delete it.
I'm not. It's a generally known fact that trying to play NSFW games online from non-trusted websites or downloading porn from non-trusted websites will net you a virus.
Yeah.
That's common.
And if you don't know that, you'll learn. You'll learn quick.
Don't know it quite. Okay. But
I'm
anyways,
Yeah.
you have the night. What do y'all wish to do? I know what Fallen's doing. Fallen, can you roll me an occult check?
Okay.
For your undead attempts. Go and roll for whatever the fuck you're doing.
A 31, not 20.
I noticed.
So what is it to make the 60 millimeters? Special?
Well, weapons platform.
Mobile weapon.
Mobile artillery. Whichever one is for artillery.
Mobile weapons platform.
There's portable artillery, and then there's
There you go.
mobile weapons platform. Which is it?
Whichever one says artillery.
Yes.
Oh, if it's portable artillery, I'm not good at that. Fuck. Then again, I don't need to be good to fire artillery.
Gon is good at everything.
We'll just make you mobile, and then Gun will fire it from you. Don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah, but also
have the
you
mortar
don't need to
cycle.
you don't need to be particularly accurate to fire artillery either.
No, but if you miss, you can miss hard. Okay, hit the man on stage. Thump. I'm watching that careen into the building. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Proceeds to hit the 28th story floor building, an apartment complex.
Rubble crashes down onto the man on stage. Worked.
I imagine not. Most often, buildings are several blocks away from whatever the fuck people are talking from, so... It would be, you hit some random building, stuff falls onto the street, massive car pileup, truck hits the cars, ramps off those, goes barreling into the park, then hits the man on stage.
Crazy.
Chaos.
It's like, I meant to do that.
The fuck you did, but okay.
Yeah. But I'm probably not going to be using the artillery to assassinate anybody. Anyways,
Yeah, the wind is so unpredictable within the city. By the way, you're gonna be rolling with a -10 to snipe, FYI.
Fucking hell. I'm gonna need every bonus I get.
If
You'll
you're
get a
more than a
+5.
block away.
That is well within the that's in the -2 range, right? For my weapon?
If you're greater than 10 blocks away, you'll be rolling with a -20.
I don't think
How
that'd be-
how large is a block here?
that's an entire think
think that's
of
1,000 feet.
the length. Yeah, think of the length of a neighborhood.
I do not know that value. I live out in the country.
It's about 1,000 feet.
That's a block?
Yeah,
Oh, well, that's easy. I'm well within that.
yeah. We can fire from the top of a building nearby.
Yeah.
Well, it's a -10. Just due to environmental effects, plus any other negatives. For range, bad weather, whatever. Sandstorm blows through. Thunder and lightning.
We'll figure it out.
Very, very frightening.
Galileo. I'm glad you got that.
So, next up, we. Oh yeah, can I perhaps
Vaughn, can you roll me D100?
well-informed to get some info on the defenses of the Progressive Party or the Conservative Party from the homeless people, if they've seen that?
Fallen,
Or
can you roll
perhaps
me
if they know.
a D100, please?
Huh?
Fallen.
What was that?
A D100, please. Okay. You were actively experimenting on the corpses, weren't you?
I was writing down statistics and then noting down what comes from the results on one of them.
So you were testing.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure what I'm going to say is going to be accurate. Continue.
Basically, I'm just trying to roll my well-informed for figuring out anything from where we can find the leaders of the gangs, or higher-ups in the gangs, or where we can find or what kind of protection the fucking Balticians have.
Can you roll me a demeanor check?
I can. Wait, I don't know why I'm rolling it. Okay, here, demeanor.
Unskilled.
Yep. 21.
What info were you looking for?
I mean, like, what does everyone think the homeless people would be more likely to know? The locations or how to reach higher ups in the gangs, or what kind of defenses the politicians are packing? Or is there any other info anyone would like to know? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't know. I know my idea sounds dumb, but like, you know, the tunnels. If there is any tunnels specifically where he's gonna walk or be at under him, like sewers and whatnot.
On Google, is there a map of the city that includes sewers? GM?
How do you address him real quick? No.
Okay.
Why is everyone so silent? Normally I can't get everyone to shut up.
All right. Well, I suppose I will ask them about. Let's say what they've heard about how to get in contact with the higher ups of the gangs.
One second. Nope. You. Nope. Here we go. If this will load. The homeless people you are talking to are more than happy to answer your questions, mainly because you fed them. Carlin Allred is the leader of the Elephants. He's notoriously hard to get a hold of, but one of them saw him near the outer edges of the city. About 3 days ago.
And what does he look like?
He is 4'2" and is 1/4 lizard, chameleon specifically. So his eyes kind of wander.
Wonderful. And if I may ask, if it's not intruding too much, do you know much about the
Man wears all purple with a large purple fedora, fuzzy, big feather.
Do you know much about the progressive candidate and his and the kind of people he brings around with him?
Talking about the cyborg man?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, we know about him. Police been cracking down on the homeless.
Sorry to hear that.
We know he walks around with quite the retinue of police agents. Most ex-special forces or SWAT.
I imagine they quite like him because he's just going to give them more power.
We don't follow
What's
politics
your-
all that much. Well, last I heard, he's going to be tripling their budget.
Hmm.
And more than doubling the amount in the SWAT teams.
What's your opinion on him?
If I was any other citizen, probably pretty positive. As I am now, no way. Rotten to the core.
Yeah. And how about the And how about the Conservative Party? I've heard that they're going to be reducing police funding and all that. What do the police think of him, and is he working with the gangs? As far as you know, or have heard any theories about.
From what I heard, no. You're trying to bring it back to the way things were. The gangs weren't as pronounced as they were back then. Maybe he's hoping this good faith gesture would get them to back off a bit. I think it'll only embolden me. That cause problems.
Yeah, and what about the Green Party?
Good people, they mean well. Last time they were in office, they put me out of my job. I worked on the
In
fishing
a
boats.
good way or a bad way?
I worked on the fishing boats.
Ah.
Yeah, they're trying to cut down on fishing from what I hear because
They already halved it the first time, they want to half it again. I hear Steel Springs, no more than 3 days travel from here, is going to be ramping up their fishing because we're breaking down. And for fact, many companies will be moving over there. I just might join them.
yeah, we might be heading after the election. We ourselves might be heading out of town, so if we do end up heading out of town around the same time, maybe you could hitch a ride with us.
My money's on the.
Your
Personally,
money.
I really hope that the. What are they called? Fourth party that's actually competing.
A fourth party? I never heard about a fourth party.
Yeah, fourth one. They're going under the religious banner.
Oh boy.
Ah, so nut jobs.
They don't have much of a following, nor believe that they'll win, but time will tell. They seek to try to remove the gangs in a more ethnic cleansing fashion
Oh boy.
through transition of faith or blood. Get a lot of flack for that.
In traditional religious style, I see.
Yeah.
Can't say it doesn't fit the MO.
Yeah. The Boat Mormon Party definitely won't be getting my vote.
God, yeah, no.
Well, actually, they will be getting my vote. They wish to increase the amount of fishing. And I'm all for that.
So they're trying to get thoughts to appealing to people while pushing objectively immoral laws like the other candidates, but they're just also paying people, basically.
They're gonna loosen the taxation noose and restrictions on the fishing.
Has there been much industrialization in terms of factories and all that to bring jobs?
Most of the factory's automated. Unless you have a 12-year college degree, you're not getting in those places.
Makes sense.
I used to deal with corporations, and so I know very well how shitty they
Only
are.
real jobs you can get are with the truckers that frequently go between the cities. Even some of those are death sentences.
Hmm.
Yeah. I know that as well. They don't pay particularly well for the risk as well. But I suppose money is money.
Desperate enough, you'll take what you can. Some of those people take the risky routes because they know they have people behind them. Or in front of them. To eat landmines for them.
Then...
You all seem like you've been here long enough. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, truthfully, I've only been on this planet a few days.
I imagine everyone with you is like nodding their head. Yep.
Yeah, Golan's just gonna laugh. He was here since day one.
My main
The roads are
experience
filled with landmines, which is why most people don't take the roads at all.
Yeah, my first experience with this planet was being shot out of the air, so I know exactly how bad the gangs are.
Those are the bandits.
The bandits, yeah.
The gangs are
Bandits
far more
make
tame.
Great target practice.
The gangs are far tamer than the bandits.
Makes me wonder why they don't have a bounty on the bandits.
They do.
Some places do. Most don't. Because most bandits are suicidal. If anything, some places put bounties on figureheads in the bandit community, but
Yeah,
those
do you
in
think
power,
it's the
those that
drugs?
rally.
Does it makes them so suicidal, the bandits?
I don't know. They're all crazy. I hear they drink cactus juice. Definitely makes one crazy.
Yeah.
They're nothing but a bunch of savages.
Thank you for answering my questions.
No problem. As he
Hey,
tips
hey,
back one of
hey.
his beers.
I'll just toss him. I'll toss him another dong as a thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Of
Much
course.
appreciated.
I know the pain of being stuck. Stuck like this.
May the might of Schwoll be with you.
God.
Hey.
He just nods and gives a smile like he knows what the fuck he means. He still doesn't know who Schwoll is.
No one here does.
In character, at least.
So, what the fuck is a Schwall? Some kind of crazy religious group?
Everyone shrugs. Are you asking the homeless man? Who are you
Not
asking?
even he knows. True. What a Schwall is. Okay.
Who are you asking?
I was asking the homeless man who said, let the might of Schwall be with you.
Schwoll is a god of bettering oneself, and I wish to better myself. So I pray to him in hopes that he helps me.
Huh.
Yes, that sounds. That's nice, actually. I might look into. Never hurts to have a religion that matches one's feelings.
Is that all from you?
Yep.
Gone can get about 2 60s off before the night's over.
Yay.
And towards the end of the night, something special is going to happen from the necromancer's side of the tent.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Does
I've
Ida need to get the
been on
pooping
making
stick out?
rolls.
Possibly. So, Fallen,
Mm-hmm.
as you're writing things down and experimenting, one of the corpses that you were fucking with,
Mm-hmm.
as you're trying to make one of your undead types, all of a sudden begins growing crap tons of tumors and growing larger. Rapidly and exponentially.
Oh, that's a boomer.
As it becomes a
Really?
bubbling mass of flesh.
Like where the tumor is growing from.
just from the corpse entirely, as it buds off it. Think of it like mushrooms.
So that's extra flesh.
It's extra something. As it boils and bubbles up, and then it pops. And just pus washes throughout the tent. Everyone's awake.
Oh god.
I would like to get in my armor and sleep in that.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
Ina's going to walk over and she's going to slam dunk it with fire.
Oh
Kill
no,
it with fire.
it's dead. Everyone's
Just-
woken up by the stench, and as you get out of your beds, or is anyone like on a sleeping bag on the ground?
Maybe.
Okay, if you're sleeping on the ground, you are covered head to toe in pus as it washes over you like a little tidal wave.
God,
I'd
that's
more than-
disgusting.
Yeah, I'd more than likely actually be near my armor, to be completely honest. I don't leave that shit alone.
I imagine Ina just slams it with fire anyway.
Yes.
And no, the other end. Smart Undead just bodies her the other direction.
It can try.
But as you all quickly go in to fall inside of the tent, which is only sectioned off by tent flaps, you just see you're standing there, covered head to toe in pus, and this now skeletalized body. It looks absolutely horrific. The room
I might
reeks.
look quite perplexed by the sudden douse of just this pus chemical.
How are the undead reacting to this pus?
They wouldn't care.
Okay. They get a bucket and a mop. There you go.
I am getting in my air-conditioned suit with
I'm in-
filters.
I might try to wash it off as quickly as possible.
You're
In
right.
hopes that I don't blow up as well.
I imagine most of
Mhm.
you quickly run over to a nearby water spigot and start rinsing off your boots and shit.
Oh, Ina is burning all of this shit away. She doesn't care. Try to stop her. She'll hit you too.
You'll set the tent on fire.
So, Ina, how many levels do you want to lose?
But yeah, you just walk into this minced corpse on a, I guess, a folding table. Wait, is Ina just killing all the undead? I said, what's Ina doing?
She was going to be burning the pus away because it's putrid and vile and covered in the stench of horrific magic that shouldn't be used.
Sounds about right.
I'm sure someone will stop you
And
before you burn
then
the tent
Fallen
down.
said one of the undead was going to attack me.
No, you said you were going to attack the corpse and burn it.
Yes, I'm burning
The
away the
origin.
pus. I said the pus.
You didn't at first. That's why I said the undead was going to stop you.
Misunderstanding has been solved. Pus doesn't burn.
It's not burning from my hellfire.
If it's burning, the tent's burning too, and everyone's currently in there. Kind of.
Nina's going to heavily wonder what kind of abhorrent bullshit you did.
All the other mindless undead zombies are walking around with mops and buckets.
Cleanup crew.
And the corpse on the table is just dripping flesh.
What kind of abhorrent bullshit is this?
Could you practice your juju stuff somewhere else?
And I said, fall, just give you a shrug.
This is messy.
Yeah, wasn't expecting it to turn out this way.
My fur, it's sticky.
I gotta go AFK.
So after a eventful midnight and morning, everything's cleaned up. The tent is not set ablaze.
Are we sure we can't toss a little napalm on it?
Tumor growth is exponential.
Writes down in notebook. There we go.
So a little less of this.
A little less cancer in the next one.
Hey, somebody wanted a boomer, so I'm trying to create a boomer for them.
Boomer tests. Failed.
Well, it did boom, so no doubt
Yeah.
about that.
As soon as it came, it immediately exploded. That's a failure right there.
Explode it. Popped.
It's like a giant pimple.
It's exactly a giant pimple, actually.
I'd be more concerned about how highly infectious it might be.
You don't know.
Do I feel sicker?
You feel sick.
Like what kind of sick though?
Nauseous sick.
Dang.
The nauseous kind of sick, not the I want to eat brains now kind of sick.
Here, allow me to help you out with that.
Physical.
I read something in a medical journal once.
You're
Yes,
gonna give me
one
a
should not.
physical?
One should not sleep in biohazardous material. Closes book. Walks away.
It's okay, I'll help you even more with that.
Well, and also, Sarah also agrees with you shouldn't sleep in pus. It's not good for your health.
I gotta clean my fur now.
Do what normally cats do, lick it away.
Yeah. Let
Yeah,
me just
no.
lick all of this right up. It's the right thing to do, I suppose.
It's now morning. What are y'all doing? Are y'all just waiting another day?
Do we have anything we want to do today?
We could try to attend one of the rallies.
I return.
Or any
None have
rallies
been
going
announced.
on?
There's no rallies today.
Nope, none have been announced.
What about... We can go some yellowtail, right?
What?
Which game can we just freely kill again? And get money for it?
Yellow fever, where you don't get your thing till tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
What are y'all doing? I need an answer.
I have no comment because I do not
If we have
know.
nothing else to do, Gon will be crafting.
I'll be experimenting more.
So everyone shall masturbate furiously in their tent. Got it.
I will probably be making scrolls.
Okay.
Mostly invisibility for its usefulness. So a few eventually gonna plan on making about a total of 20 invisibility, 10 darkness, and 10 shadow traps eventually. Actually, no, more like 20. That'd be good.
Okay, you walk down to the nearest convenience store and buy a thing of notepads.
Ordering pizza. Okay. Hope it's good pizza.
I'll be ordering pizza near the end of the session.
I would expect some at my door.
So,
Go ahead and give me 2 occult checks, since we'll be spending all day fucking around.
For me and them?
Yes,
Or just
one for
for
experience.
Ina will make sure they don't fuck anything up in a bad way.
she's not permitted within the tent.
It is not allowed within the tent.
And Gone will be working on his 60 millimeters. What is
There's
with
your
all my
two occult
low
checks.
rolls on Gone?
I don't know. Well, I doubt you can keep Ina out of the tent without causing a major altercation, because some of her shit's in the tent as well. One tent flap over, Sullivan is drawing on post-it notes for invisibility. Sarah is experimenting on the corpse of dead gangers.
Mm-hmm.
Gun is making high explosive?
Whatever the Felix wanted.
You'll be able to make 2 over the course of the entire day.
I was able to make 2 in a night with a equally low roll.
Well, day, and then 2 for the night. I'll need another roll.
Huh?
Go and roll. Your second set of shit.
Gone is rolling again.
Yes, 1 set for your time during the day and 1 set for your time during the night. There you go. Congratulations. Successfully made normal and or high quality 60mm shells. Quarter rounds. Drop fire. Good times.
Nice.
Hughes is working on fixing his drone, I think. One that
And
popped like
testing
a
it,
grape.
yes.
The one that smashed into the side of a vehicle and broke. And Ina's on the other side of the tent flap waiting for something to go wrong as Sarah is fucking around.
Yep, sounds like that sounds reasonable.
And during the night, Fuse will finally put into practice his modification on his repair bot. His goal is to try and make a little control center for the Tiny to operate.
I'll actually draw out the tent. We have the time. Since you're using it enough.
Yep. Sorting through the scrap.
Is it this color of gray or was it another color of gray? Another color of gray.
So what next?
Alright, what do I roll to modify the repair bot?
I think he's trying to get all of our stuff.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I think he's trying to get all of our rolls down.
Ah, I see. I thought he was waiting on us to think of more stuff.
I've already provided my 2 rolls, so I'm just waiting for us to get on the move.
Yeah, I'm just going through rolls.
Yeah, just to restate what I just said in chat, I'm gonna hop out because I have a realtor coming over soon, so I can't
Saw it.
stay.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, sorry for hopping out early. I hope you guys have a great rest of the session. I don't know how long it's gonna go for after this, but I hope you have a
We'll try to trudge on.
Okay.
Thanks for the heads up.
I'm just quickly drawing the tent.
Oh
good
shit.
luck with that. Yeah,
Tent's done.
I'll see you guys next week. Sorry again for hopping out early.
No worries.
Have a nice day. There's actually not enough rooms for everyone to have their own room in the tent.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good thing Fuse was sleeping in the buggy from the start. So it's like, what the fuck was that smell?
Yeah. So, everyone, this is the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Ina during the night is going to attempt to make some money.
Oh damn!
Doing what?
Where did you get the dong? Don't worry about
Need
it.
to find where a bunch of hookers are hanging out and just stand nearby and see what happens.
Mugging! Let's go do some mugging!
The tent somewhere on the map? Because I don't see anything.
You know, that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna walk around as an innocent girl and she's going to reverse bug people.
Is it on the map? Because if it is, I don't see it.
It is. It's in
She's
gold.
going to leave her Odachi and bow at home and she's just gonna walk around unarmed.
So either they're desperate or they have an exotic taste, considering her size.
The map is still on the one with the ship, and there it is. Okay.
And then I
Ina
finally
is
got
going
her.
to. Hey, boo. Ina's going to attempt to act like an easy target to mug.
That's pretty good.
He'll get you in
So,
a
Ina,
moment.
how much dong do you wish to walk around with so you make a nice jingle sound?
I have 100 dongs.
All of it.
That should jingle decently.
Ching, 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 ching. She's walking around through all the dark alleyways you could find.
Time for the percentiles.
I almost don't want to ask for low crime, because this isn't really crime, but go.
Hang on. How's about I roll the Batman roll?
The Batman roll?
Unarmed combat to CQC the person that comes to bug me.
Crime low is basically a percentile for a times of work.
Alright.
At least it's bad enough that you'll frequently encounter buggers, so...
Of course I rolled a natural one on crime low.
Okay. The muggers you managed to reverse mug didn't have much on them.
I'll take whatever weapon they tried to mug me with, and whatever pocket change they had.
A pocket knife, a broken bottle, and a... What are they called? Whatever. Fucking K-bar.
Ooh, a K-bar.
You know, fucking bayonet. You come back with 10 extra dong.
Yay! Ina will look very proud of herself as she shows off all the stuff she reverse bugged off people during the night.
You also have someone's purple fedora.
She will come back wearing the fedora.
The pimp fedora.
Yes, Ina leaves completely unarmed, comes back with a pocket knife, a K-bar, a broken bottle, 10 more dong, and a fedora. She seems proud of herself.
I'm glad the Fuse is too tired to notice this bullshit.
So, Sarah. Your long nights of your day of experimenting has not borne much fruit, but is helping. Long research tasks take a long time.
Oh.
The Chinese rocket debris only fell over the Indian Ocean.
Aww.
I was hoping some of it would fall in America so I could steal some of it.
It's dry. Hang on.
I saw a fucking meme
I'm gonna show you how to
that
do
was talking
that one
about
with less
SpaceX.
water.
Another successful landing. Oh no! There's China's rogue space shuttle, and it has a steel chair!
Like, when I heard bits of spaceship were raiding, I was like, oh shit, I could steal some of that and sell it for hella money.
I was
Wow.
expecting it to land
That
in
thing is so
some
stiff.
like Western World City or
There we go.
fucking war
Looks
with
like it for you.
Collides directly into SN8.
It's gonna hit a populated city eventually with how China deals with their rockets. It's
Dude,
gonna
their
hit a
launch
populated-
site is about dead center of their country. Anything they drop will hit something. The good thing most of their cities are ghost cities.
Really?
Hits a city. Well, there's no one in there, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Chinese government has paid, for crap tons of high density buildings, and no one lives there.
Yeah, don't forget to do under Dad's table pretty good.
Shoddy construction. Probably.
No, it's because they don't have the population. There are
What?
plenty of ghost cities in China with no one
Yeah,
living in
so
them.
they tried to solve their overpopulation issue with the overcrowding by creating more housing, but they
Don't forget
created
to-
more housing faster than they could fix their overpopulation.
Actually, population started to decline because of the one-child law.
Very good. You keep it very damp for hard to move. Stay.
The reason they had no population was before the time that they had that law in place. After they put it in place and started heavily restricting it, the population started going down. It's only just now showing, though. Anywho, today's the day Ina gets her shit.
Alright, let me know when you're done and I'll do over some of the areas.
You also will be told, either by Phoenix or somebody will find out somehow, that the Boat Mormons are having a rally today.
They're not really a target, so we can just leave them be.
Don't want to attend the rally. So, Ina now has her license to kill gangsters. The Boat Mormon Party is having a rally. And that's it. It's now 3 o'clock. We are ending session.
We are?
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. I'm gonna yeet myself into the distance then.
Well, we're in the waiting position, waiting point now too. We just gotta wait for a fucking thing to come up, and then we can get up and go.
Yeah, we need to wait for our rallies to happen, and we need to wait for Ina to get her legal murder people.
You got that today.
Glorious.
Were you not listening?
I was
We can
mostly
kill people
listening.
now.
Alright, so how many gangsters is Ina now allowed to murder when they try to mug her?
As long as they're clearly gangsters, any amount.
Okay, and how many people is she allowed to murder if they try to mug her in the first place?
Killing a mugger is self-defense, so as many
Good.
as trying to mug you.
Tries to mug Ina. Ina CQCs them.
Ina with a steel chair! Ina should reach the god of randomness. Ina
Guy.
uses
There's two
collateral.
of us, only one of you. Summon Scampus. Now there's a 2-on-2.
And then there's my ass off in the fucking boonies ready to blow someone's head off.
Scampus headbutt somebody, they fall over because it does magic damage. No, not a ballistic armor will protect you from the Scampus.
Those are the cat things, right?
Yes.
The Scampus.
Eee,
It's horrifying.
the demon kitty.
Yes.
The man just yee himself.
Yep.
Man, that was crazy.
No, it's not. Not. I should probably head off too.
Yeet.
And y'all didn't do anything this session, goddammit. Well, I'd like to thank anyone and everyone that came to watch this or is watching this on YouTube. Hope you all have a good evening, good morning, and a good night. I'll see you next time. I've been DeBoom. Goodbye.
Bye.